China is indisputably and iconically represented as the land of tea. I'm currently in the beautiful Yunnan Province, and as you can see behind me, I am in fields of tea, more specifically Pu'er tea. Yunnan is famous for it. It's a tea that has almost 1,000 years of history. But there's a new player on the scene that's threatening to push Pu'er tea aside as a secondary export. And the answer might surprise you. It's coffee. There's something really interesting happening here in Yunnan Province. It's a battle of the old and the new, traditional and the modern, Eastern versus Western culture. So what I want to understand is, how can both Pu'er tea and coffee both manage to coexist in such massive proportions here in Yunnan Province? And what does the future of Pu'er tea look like in China?
普洱茶正式出名的话，应该是清朝的时候，皇帝喝嘛。茶的历史很久，中国啊，可以追溯到几千年。总体来讲，普洱茶是这几年开始大普及掉了。
Pu'er tea is such a big deal in Yunnan. There's even a city named after it. I'm currently in the city of Pu'er. As you can guess, there's a lot of tea here. This is Pu'er tea. It may look a little different from the tea you're used to brewing because it usually doesn't come in loose leaf format. Pu'er is most commonly identified by looking like this, compressed into discs or bricks, this kind of cake shape. Traditionally, this was because by compressing the tea, it made it easier to transport and store. So when you're faced with a tea that looks like this, you might be asking yourself, how do I turn this into a beverage? So you're going to need a tool that looks like this. It's going to help you get in there and break off bits of the compressed tea. After that, add some water and you're good to go. So I decided I needed to come a little bit closer to the source. So right now I'm in Laobanjiang, which is deep in South Yunnan. And here is one of the most famous, well-recognized and expensive areas that grow Pu'er tea in China. So these trees around me here, they're all 300 to 400 years old. And of course the tea produced by these older trees have a much higher price point. 1 kilo of tea produced by some of these plants can go for over 50,000 renminbi. That's like $10,000 a kilo. They say that money doesn't grow on trees, but here at Laobanjiang, it definitely does. But that's nothing, because today I learned there's a tea tree that's over 3,200 years old here in Yunnan. You can only imagine how expensive tea from this tree can be. And I think the fact that there is such a demand for these crazy expensive Pu'er teas definitely says something about its popularity. 为什么普洱茶是你最喜欢喝的茶？
普洱茶它的茶韵、茶气、体感，还有它带给我们女性一些就是美容养颜的，是非常非常值得女孩子和男孩子去老少皆宜的，都可以去喝的一款。
你吃完油腻的东西之后，可以喝一杯这个普洱茶，对，它其实是特别解油腻的，对，平时多喝一点其实也有好处的。
So the things that make Yunnan such a great environment to grow tea also make it such a great environment to grow coffee. I'm in a very interesting environment right now. I'm currently standing in fields of Pu'er tea. But if I just shift my body this way, this is a coffee tree, and from here onwards, all the way behind me here, this is all coffee farms. So how has this coffee, a traditionally Western drink, only introduced to China not so long ago, managed to grow such a strong foothold in this region that's traditionally known for growing Pu'er tea?
咖啡作为云南咖啡倒是种得很早了，1940几年就有咖啡了。但是以前种的数量很少很少，而且以前大家都不会种咖啡，不知道咖啡怎么回事，主要还是 没有市场，卖不出去，所以都发展不起来。60年代发展过一次，包括普洱、西双版啊，很多地方都种。现在中国的市场慢慢也起来了，原来是大家都不懂咖啡，现在是喝咖啡人也慢慢多了。 特别是年轻人。
It may not have been loved when it was first introduced, but China has definitely developed a taste for coffee. I'm currently in Kunming, the capital of Yunnan Province, which is famous for having a really thriving coffee culture. Before the 1990s, coffee was not a common beverage, but now pretty much all of the major Chinese cities have hip, modern, cool, funky cafes that you can find really decent coffee.
你觉得来这里的人喝咖啡比之前多吗？ 对，这个的话倒是挺多的，特别是云南这个地方的话，它从现在包括以前的话，以前喝咖啡的人比较少，但是现在熟知咖啡，然后会喝咖啡的人就会相对的更多一点。
Here in this cafe, coffee beans are actually sourced from Yunnan in the Pu'er region. Oh, that's delicious. It's got a real sweetness about it, quite a fruitiness. Yeah, I'm a real fan of this.
This is the best coffee in town.
Yeah.
As an Italian, I can tell you, the taste is pure Italian.
Coffee has definitely taken root in China and it's rising exponentially in popularity.
你更喜欢普洱茶还是咖啡？
咖啡。
像我自己比较喜欢咖啡。
咖啡吧。
Today, China is the 13th biggest coffee producer in the world, with output equaling that of Kenya and Costa Rica combined. And 98% of this coffee production is coming from Yunnan.
But even though coffee is showing such huge levels of growth, nobody that I've asked seems to feel that Pu'er tea is threatened here in Yunnan.
你觉得咖啡是你的竞争对手吗？
不可能的，因为每种的文化都有他喜欢的人。茶有茶的文化，咖啡有咖啡的文化。咖啡在中国的历史，短短这20-30年吧，快速的那么多人在喝，一直在增长。但是茶在中国这几年年轻人喝的少，但这几年越来越多了，越来越普及。
你觉得有一天咖啡会超过普洱茶吗？
这个，哎呀，超过的不好说这话，因为普洱茶历史悠久，而且咖啡跟茶叶它这两种做的性质不一样。茶叶是放的时间越长越好。咖啡不行，咖啡是新鲜的比老的好。
There doesn't seem to be a conflict between tea and coffee here, at least nothing that anyone seems to be worried about. Now that I've come to Yunnan and experienced the tea culture here, I really am not scared that coffee is ever going to overtake tea, because here it's more than just a beverage, it's a culture, it's a way of welcoming people, it's a way that it brings people together. So while people in big cities may be drinking a bit of coffee, I don't see Pu'er tea going anywhere anytime soon. So I guess for now and into the foreseeable future, these two beverages will be able to live in peace and harmony and just get along. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it interesting and stay tuned for next time. Bye guys.